Welcome to week 2 of Mental Reps with our Mind Muscle Academy. Again, my name's Lauren, the Subconscious Muse. I'm so excited for the progress, and thank you first and foremost to everyone who's playing all in. I promise it may seem mundane in the beginning when you're doing these little minuscule tasks, but it compounds into greater and wonderful progress as we go and you build and reshape and create and rewire and have new neuroplasticity in your brain. So kudos to you for showing up. I want to jump into week 2 and explain exactly what we're going to cover. This week, we're stripping accountability down to its root. The accountability that no one can give you and no one can take away. The kind that makes you magnetic to every other form of support or opportunity. We're going to move through setting the frame, why self-accountability rewires your nervous system faster than any external pressure. And we'll go over this week's identity cue, autosuggestion. We're also going to move through our subconscious drill, anchoring our real-time decisions, and we'll have group shares and coaching, as well as locking in your week 2 commitment. So let's get started, shall we? Most people think accountability is about someone else checking in on them. That's not accountability, that's surveillance. True accountability is your ability to trust yourself with your own word. When you master that, when you can master trusting your own word, every external accountability system becomes an amplifier instead of a crutch. Think about that. When you start within, everything is just a supplement. When you no longer need to lean on external support for that internal drive, it then becomes ingredients to add to your beautiful recipe towards the wonderful goals and decisions and habits and life that you are working towards creating. We don't grow when we have crutches. And when we see things as crutches, we limit our ability to get to the next level. We're not looking for something to compensate or overcompensate, or we're not undercompensating. We want to go all in on ourselves and our growth and our capacity to be the best version of who we can become. And in order to do that, we need to show up with intention. We need to show up ready. We need to build that own muscle within. It's not something that's just handed to you. It's not something that someone can push you towards. That's just an added perk, an added benefit, and it will make things better when you start with it. I'd love to start with some science and discuss really the benefit behind these things. The brain's prefrontal cortex is responsible for planning and goal-directed behavior, but it only activates when there's felt safety to follow through. That self-accountability is what's going to build the safety, because that feedback loop is internal. I decide, I do, I reinforce. Over-reliance on these external accountability partners or external anything can actually weaken your intrinsic motivation and erode trust in yourself. Let that sink in. If you've ever followed through only when someone's watching, it's because you've trained your nervous system to outsource your authority. This week, we call it back. This week's identity cue is going to be accountability to self precedes all other forms. And our auto suggestion, I trust myself to follow through on what matters. Repeat silently or aloud. Write it down if you want to. I'll say it one more time. I trust myself to follow through on what matters. Accountability isn't a future plan. It's a present decision. And we're going to anchor one in now. Start with our first prompt. What tasks have you been avoiding? Grab a pen, grab a journal, write it down. What have you been avoiding? What would it look like to complete it right now or today? What would it look like to complete it right now or today? Once That's complete. Let's go ahead and push forward. We're going to do our visualization next. Make sure you're in a calm room, space where you can focus and relax. If you need to move, go right ahead and do that, and then settle in with us. Close your eyes. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Whatever task you've been avoiding, see yourself doing it. See your hands moving. Feel your body relaxed but focused, and notice your face as you complete it. There's nothing wild or extravagant to observe, but confidence and self trust being reinforced. Want you to hold that image for 10 seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and open our eyes. Your journal's right in front of you. I'd love for you to write down exactly what you experienced. What did you get out of that? What did you feel? What did you sense? Get very clear and write it down. When you follow through on your own word, you stop borrowing confidence. You're no longer begging for it from the outside world, and you start compounding it from within. Okay, let's push forward. Next, we're going to do our group shares. Who's willing to share the task they're committing to today? We're going to declare and anchor it. Not trying to prove anything, not trying to compete with each other. We all have our own paths, our own journey. It's about declaring exactly what it is we want and anchoring it. Thank you for sharing, everybody. Okay, I'm going to pull one that was submitted anonymously. I've been avoiding updating my client onboarding system for months. Today, I'm going to open the doc and spend 10 minutes on it. That's what this work looks like. It's not about finishing everything at once, right? It's about proving you'll start when you say you will. It's about doing the thing you need to do when you say you're going to do it. It's about focusing on the small, minuscule tasks that you need to complete today instead of trying to accomplish it all overnight, which is overwhelming to our nervous system. Get very clear on your goals. Get very clear. So, 90 days from now, what is it that you want to accomplish with this onboarding, client onboarding system? What does that look like in 3 months, 90 days? Okay, what about 2 months? Where are you at in 2 months? What are you doing in 2 months? Specifically, get down to the granular detail. What exactly does that look like? What are you doing every day? 1 month from today, where are you? Where are you on this task? What have you completed? And then let's pull into today. Today, we're going to focus on 3 to 5 things, full spectrum on all of our goals, not just this one goal, right? Within our own personal lives, within our businesses, our relationships, our health, getting really clear. What are the 3 to 5 things that you want to focus on today? Shrinking the tasks actually makes the identity shift happen faster. And self trust is built in moments, not in these marathons. Point isn't the task, it's the felt experience of deciding and of doing. So, thank you, whoever shared that anonymously, for the group coaching. Anyone has anything they'd like to add to that, I'd love to hear and I'd love to support you. Let's push forward, shall we? We're going to go ahead and lock the loop and move to our closing. Your commitment this week isn't just a to do. Remember that. It's a vote for your future self. Okay. You're going to always be thinking about this future self 90 days from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever that is. And remember, these things evolve and shift and change constantly, and that's okay. What we're focused on right now is the here and now that's going to get you there, that's going to move the needle, that's going to push momentum forward instead of keep you stuck or hold you back. So go ahead. I want you guys to drop your commitment in the school thread that's titled Mental Reps Week 2, my self accountability commitment, and use this auto suggestion we had today daily this week. When you can rely on yourself, you no longer need to negotiate with doubt. You just move. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure and good luck this week. I'm here to support you if you need me.